Hello everyone, Jason from misprintedmtg.com, and today we're going to talk about binders for your misprints. This is going to be a binder review video specifically from the perspective of a misprint collector. So if you guys are looking to throw your misprints in binders, hopefully this will provide you some information, uh, things that you may or may not have considered, and give you my overall impressions on all the various binders that I've used to house misprints at one point in my life. So let's start off with this simple binder here. You guys are probably very familiar with these Ultra Pro binders. They're in every local gaming store around. They are entirely made of plastic. Uh, Pros, I really like the art on this thing. It's a good looking binder. We love art. Magic the Gathering is a very visual game, and these binders are definitely very cool looking. When we open up the binder, we see that we have a very small number of pages. So if you have a significantly sized collection, this binder is not going to house it, or you're going to need many of these binders. The pages are all top loading, meaning the cards get slid in from the top. Some people like top loaders. I personally prefer side loading pages. I find that if you put a card in, it can slide out pretty easily, although here on video it decided not to do that. The pages are clear, which means that when you put a card in, you can see the front and back of it. As misprint collectors, that's really important because sometimes our misprints are on the back. In the case of miscuts, you want to see both sides of the card because sometimes the front of a card and back of a card will have vastly different misprint data on them. You know, like a sheet edge might be on the back of a card with like color bars, and in the front you don't have anything. The pages are fixed bound into the binder, which means you cannot add, remove, or reorganize pages. And it's good for a starting collection, but if you're a serious misprint collector, this binder won't hold up for you. Next binder we've got these monster protector binders. These things are really nice quality. The pages are fixed. They're entirely made of plastic, although the actual page on the inside is textured, which means that the cards have less tendency to slide around. The pages, however, are not clear as a result. You can load cards in the front and back of the page, which gives you a lot of mileage. But the ability to not see through to the back of the card is a huge drawback for me on these binders. So while they're nice quality, they're side loading pages, which I prefer. Uh, this is just completely off the table because you can't see the back of the cards. But overall, it is a nice quality binder, and it's good for any collection. Um, if you just need something to carry cards around, and so if it's not for display, this binder is actually very suitable. They actually come in smaller versions as well from other distributors. Actually, Monster has smaller ones too. And this binder, same as uh, the Monster binder I just had out there. Side loading pages, textured grip so your cards don't slide out as easily. Um, but the pages are fixed. You can't see through them. You have little flexibility when it comes to reorganization. And I think that wraps it up for this one. So let's go to our three ring binders. Now, the thing to note about three ring binders is people are very scared of these rings. There's the ability for a page to slide over the rings and the card to get dented by the rings. You have you have a couple different types of rings. This is a D ring style, which makes it less likely for the cards to slip over that binder ring, but still possible if you load up your binder page. This Ultra Pro binder is real slick looking. I love the Magic the Gathering on the front. I really like this little card pocket on the side, although you can see mine has torn a bit from pulling cards in and out. And overall, I think it's just a really nice binder. The 3-inch binder gives you plenty of room to house your collection. You could swap pages, reorganize them. You could put whatever kind of pages you want in this binder, which is a huge benefit. Durability wise, you guys can see this one's already starting to fall apart. It's seen its better days. So when we kind of move up a little bit higher in quality, we've got this Ultimate Guard binder. It's a much higher quality binder, and when you have it in hand, you'll just feel the physical difference. I really like this binder. It does, however, use the traditional D-ring style binder clips, which have a tendency to kind of do that. And over time, they will end up separating and not closing as well. Um, so this binder, like the other three-ring binder, you could add cards, remove cards. It's got this nice little side pocket page for anything that you want to toss in there. One of the things I really like this binder is this inside material. It's a nice smooth cloth. It's really good to put cards down on top of when you're organizing. They slide around, they feel really good. The card won't get damaged. Overall, construction wise, this binder is built very well, with the exception of the binder mechanism. It's just the traditional three-ring binder mechanism, and I wish they put a little more effort into this, because this binder would be really incredible if they did. And last but not least for this video is the Vero Lighthouse binder. This binder here is what currently houses in my collection, which is why it's so heavy. You guys can hear the exertion in my voice. The thing I really like about this is it's got a beautiful slip case. Materials wise, it's made of leather, I believe, or fake leather, but it's really high quality, super sturdy, and that slipcase protects your cards from falling out of the binder. Quality wise, you guys can see this thing is just absolutely beautiful, super high quality. The thing to note about this binder is it doesn't use D-ring binders, or D-ring clips. It actually uses these kind of arched A's, and I really like these. These things are nice. It just, you know, those angles just keep the binder pages in place. You'll notice I have this little plastic protector thing in front of my binder. This is just a thing that when your binder is full, and you have this here, when your binder's closed, this prevents any pages from sliding over the rings. I highly recommend getting one of those if you have a three-ring binder for your collection. Um, yeah, there's really not much else to say about this binder. This thing is super nice. It's what holds my collection right now. So thank you everyone for tuning in. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. If you have any questions about binders, or if you have any cool tidbits about binders that you use, or maybe you have your favorite binder pages. Oh yeah, I guess I didn't really bring that up yet. The types of binder pages that I use Ultra Pro side-loading binder pages. Let me go ahead and grab them for you. And I'll be sure to include links in the description of this video for all the type of stuff that I used, even the plastic protector things. But I just used these Ultra Pro Premium Series 9 side-loading pocket pages. In addition to these, you could just buy any sort of binder page. I've got this nice little stack of different types of binder pages here. I've got everything from full-size pages to binder pages that currency collectors use. I got some coin collecting binder pages. I've got these ones that have 3 rows. I've got this one with 3 random positions. It's really custom caterable to any of your bindering needs, and that's why I prefer 3-ring binders. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. If you want to learn more about misprints and rarities, be sure to go to misprintedmtg.com. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all the YouTubey stuff. And thanks for tuning in, everyone.